All right, just going to wait a couple of moments to get this thing started, and then we will be good. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. Let me link the video that came out last night. I haven't seen it yet. Let me pin that atop. I appreciate all you guys being here for this Q&A overtime stream. All right. There we go. So that's pinned above. Appreciate all you guys being here. We're going to be live at 8 o'clock as well for the UFL. But figure we'll just do a Q&A overtime stream because why the heck not? New video going to drop tomorrow. We're going to go back to the 1980s for that one. We're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, something bizarre that happened over there. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. If you've never been to a JG9 stream before, how it works is like this. For everyone in the chat with any questions, happy to answer anything and everything. This is an overtime stream, so what that means is I'm going to put some time on the clock. There is no set time limit for this stream. We could go on, theoretically, forever. So, how it works, any donation resets the time that we're on stream. Once that clock hits 0, that's the end. But I'll react to anything you want me to. I'll answer to your questions. We'll talk a little bit about stuff that's happening. And, yeah, that is the game plan for this stream. So, appreciate all you guys being here for this one. I'm going to start the clock in just a little bit, and then we will get going. How's it going, Michael? Fact or fiction? And then Barrett and Gary Cohen. I'm going to go fact on that one. How's it going, RFK? Yeah, Napoli with the win. Wow. You know, Serie A has been pretty solid as of late. Serie A has been pretty solid. Just started pants today, but I have few spares. That's good at least. As long as it's not like SpongeBob. We're okay. How's it going, Lou? Kev, Golden Steel. What is my primary research tool? Appreciate you, Aaron, for tuning in. Old physical magazines? I do not. No. So my primary research tool is newspapers.com. I have a subscription to that, and I'll just dig through archives. So I'll put in words and just see what comes up. So I'll look at, like, let's say I want to do a story on the New York Giants. I'll put the word Giants in and filter it out to just Newsday or just daily news. And I'll go through one by one through every single article about it and from a certain time frame. And we'll see. And we will see what happens with that. But sometimes you find stuff, sometimes you don't. But yeah. Inter or PSG, I want Inter to win, but I think PSG is going to win. Fact or fiction, Gary Cohen threw his Hall of Fame chance away. I'm going to say fiction on that. I'm going to say fiction. Latest KTO video about the 2011 Colts and Curtis Painter in particular. Yeah, Painter was not a good quarterback. Painter was not good. My memory of Painter is coming in week 16 against the Jets when they were 14-0, had the lead at the half, and then they put Painter in, and he cost them the undefeated season. All good, Aaron. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, but it's basically newspapers.com. I mean, back in the day, I used to have the old NFL magazines, and I used to read those religiously and whatnot, so it's all digital now. How's it going, Jax? From enemy territory. Are the Angels really the enemy? I know they're enemy for this weekend, but are they really the enemy? All right, so let's start this clock. Let's do this OT period. You see what it takes to get into the queue. You see what it takes. Any donation, I will react to anything you want me to or answer your questions on it. My uncle just got told his melanoma will give him 20 years left to live. How old's your uncle? Because 20 years, I mean, that's... How old is your uncle? Because I don't know if that's, like, tragic or not. Like, if your uncle's, like, 75, like, 20 years to live, I feel like that's pretty normal. But obviously, if he's 30, that's awful. Like, how old's your uncle? Because 20 years is a long time. 20 years is a long time. I don't know where any of us are going to be in 20 years. Fact or fiction, chicken is the best food. I'm going to fiction on that. It can't be pizza. Or you could have flipped out for the guy. Yeah, absolutely. 45. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's young. Though 20 years, I mean, usually when you hear doctors say that, it's like a year or 6 months. It's not 20 years. So is there any way to reverse the course with that? There's got to be some way to reverse the course. Because 20 years is a long time. How's it going, Jalak? Welcome to the chat. Just trying to survive and jump to thrive myself to keep myself busy and some stuff as my birthday is this weekend. Happy early birthday, man. Happy birthday. Hopefully you're celebrating well. Hopefully you have a good celebration. Celebrate it. Memorial Day weekend birthday. Nice. That is not a bad time to have it. It's the unofficial start of summer for a lot of people. I'm excited. Right, we're currently playing them, so they're the current enemy. Makes sense. Michael with the tour. Back in the day. This was in Duck Dodgers. All right. I'll get you on the guard scheme. Appreciate you a ton, man. Back in the day. I've never seen Duck Dodgers. Michael with the tour. Again, we're in this OT period. Starting things off hot with a little bit of Megadeth. I'm assuming this is not Saint Anger. I'm assuming this is Megadeth. So we will get through the rest of Saint Anger at some point. All right, back in the day. Reset the clock. Let's try to be 40. I notice I look like I'm in my 20s. Oh, the big 4-0. All right, the big 4-0. Love it. Back in the day, Megadeth. And then something that I'm not by Megadeth. All right, here we go. I recognize this riff. It's very similar to another riff from around that time period. Yeah, the Carlins, yeah. This feels like a video game song. This feels like a song that's definitely in some sort of video game. Like, I guess it's like a Madden or a Crazy Taxi or something like that. Condolences to Oriole fans watching a 13-run inning. God, it's that bad. Thank God we didn't do that game. For all the faults Irsay has an owner, he was going to push for fellow owners to outstand Snyder. Absolutely. No, Irsay absolutely had his moments as an owner. He cared about that team, cared about the city. Like, that's all you want as an owner. Did he have his problems? Absolutely. But he cared about that team and that city. He did everything you want as an owner. And to be fair, they eventually ousted Snyder. I don't think it was going to be... I don't think Irsay was the main reason why. Because he was in stealing money and fidgeting with the books. And costing the NFL owners money. So that's a little bit different. But he was the first to say, hey, wait, even without this, like, he needs to go. And he gets a lot of credit. Because usually the owners, it's like a boys club. But Irsay was like, no, he's costing the league. He deserves a lot of credit for that. Yeah, the Orioles are a mess right now. This also something here like a montage. A different part, alright. It's also like a Broadway, like Broadway opera. This is a very interesting song. Killer Material, fabulous from Do Again the Band Back Together. All right, the third best song in that episode. The third best song. I don't think anyone has any strong feelings about the first song. Obviously, I Ain't Got Rhythm and You Stuck Away Right Into My Heart are 1 and 2. You make the call on that. And then McKellen with another tour. Ain't Got Rhythm. I love the memes on Ain't Got Rhythm. Like, Ain't Got Rhythm, but like he literally has no rhythm. I love that. I love it so much. Appreciate you, Keller. Get you in there. So going from Megadeth to Phineas and Ferb. I love it. But said over 100 on the Dodger game again. Tonight's the last night to vote for You Make the Call. Tonight is the last night for that. Cal with a 5, then second way right to my heart. Oh, let's go. Let's go. We're going everything on this one. We are going everything. Every Phineas and Ferb song under the sun in honor of the revival. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I like that song a lot. That was like their own opera almost. All right, reset the clock a little bit. We'll go up to that. All right, some of them not by Megadeth. All right, rank the third overall picks. All right, let me think about this one. There's a lot of duds on that. Matt Rivera came in as pitcher. Oh, God. I remember him. He was on the D-backs that 2023 season. That is pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That tells you a lot. Okay, third overall picks. All right, I gotta think. I gotta I'm just going to talk about them with their teams. Just with their teams, okay? Earliest sports memory. Kelly with another father. Lumber, Coyote, Little Princess Peppa Pig helped Doof with his newest invention. All right. I have no idea what the newest invention is going to be, but we'll make it work. Okay. Earliest sports memory. Ooh. I would say Red Sox Yankees. I remember them blowing the lead. I remember Red Sox Yankees. Jets Chargers wild card round. It's also another one. Jets Chargers wild card's also another big one for me. But 2K Real Madrid, jeez. Chad, you come up with one to the offense. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, let me think about the picks. 2007 DS Bowl, that's a good one. All right, third over picks. Let me think about this one. We're just gonna do with their teams. So that changes Darnold a lot. Okay. We got another fiver from Aaron Davis. Appreciate you a ton, man. Appreciate you a ton. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, man. Which game do you want me to do? Your $5 goes toward one of those games. Do you want to do the Mets-Dodgers game, Blue Jays-Rays, or Guardians-Tigers tomorrow night? Which game do you want me to do? Appreciate you a ton, man. You know, like, early sport, yeah. Definitely, like, I got into it, like, late 04, early 05 was really when I started, like, getting into sports. Sam with a 5, appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? Little America, you're running as for president. The vice president is Peppa Pig, and Caillou is Waka Warner. Oh boy, you want Blue Jays, so I'll get you on Blue Jays. And Satan wants Dodgers. All right, I'll get you on there. Appreciate it, guys. Reset the clock a little bit. All right. Just coming in hot today, so I start to peel it off. I love it. I love it. And then I'm going to rank the picks. I just have to get this in the queue really quickly. There's that guitar solo for Megadeth. Here we go. Alright, so I would probably go the number one. There's a clear top two. There's a clear top two in this. It's a clear top two. He'll be God. Just with the team that drafted him. I'm just gonna go with the team that drafted him. This is a crap list. It's like a really bad list. Alright. Just for the team that drafted him. Cardinals Brewers. Great World Series. Great World Series. That's good. Adrian, welcome to chat. It's a great World Series. I think the only one that cannot happen again. One that cannot happen again. Mariners Games 2000. Nice. Every 100 fans, how many of them will be casuals? I would say a fair amount. I would say 90. Okay, number one for me, I'm going to go Quinnen Williams. Quinnen's number one, Bosa's number two. So of the third overall picks from that time frame, World Series 1919? No, 94 was the worst. It's almost like the Jets had the playoffs in 2011. Yeah, the final week of the season. Final week of the season. That was when the Jets were just a train wreck, just imploding. Like, locker room was just a mess. Okay, so Quinnen Williams number one, Joey Bosa number two. You can flip-flop those. I don't really care, but those are the top two. Stingley's 3, Bortles is 4, Fowler's 5, Sam Darnold 6. Again, we're just talking the team that drafted him. Solomon Thomas 7, Jeff Okuda 8, Deion Jordan 9, Trey Lance dead last. But man, those are some really bad third over picks. If Blake Bortles is the clear-cut top half, like, that says a lot. We got that followed up by the Rangers getting eliminated by Devils in May, yeah. So like these Megadeth songs, this feels like a return to, not a return to form, but a return to the 80s Megadeth, where the songs had distinct parts and you couldn't like they weren't consistent all the way through. Definitely feels like that. UK losing a random game against Auburn. Ooh. All right. Phineas and Ferb. Parents watch international soccer games on TV. Oh, nice. My first memory of the World Cup was '06. All right, here we go. Fabulous. All right. This can is holding her down. Count another fiber. Yeah, Jetstone's still in the middle. Yep. Dude makes a glacier and a Triforce another Ice Age. Oh, let's go. I love this episode too because it's like it's the one time they're all working together. What quarterbacks would trade multiple first rounders for? Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Burrow, Daniels, Hurts, Herbert, Mayfield. Be a Glacier National Park, that's why I came up with it? Nice. I love how just Linda's just so, like, she has no idea on any of this. I tried everything I ever loved to have Burrow play for the Saints. Oh, I could see that. Go back to Louisiana. Jags re-singing Panthers 98. Man. How about Herbert and Baker? I would. You know what you're getting with them. I would. Well, what's weird about this episode, too, is that we already established that Lindo had a hit. Lindana. She had a hit, so she probably is. They were both in the 80s. So they both they've interacted with each other in some way. They probably interacted at some award show of some kind. Right? You would think. Will I miss Around the Horn? I will, yeah. I saw the final episode today. I will definitely miss Around the Horn. Just like a comfort show. Lowest scoring Pro Bowl ever. Oh, God. I'm guessing it was like back in the 70s. I'm going to guess 71. My dog, my copy of CP25. My computer with Hearts of Iron 4. A couple first round picks. $5 and best friend assistant with Joe Burrow. I do it. Yeah, they're almost got a lot of us. Yep, you're right on that one. I feel like falling some Metro Factory would help you get rhythm. God, this song is so good. The bass line on this is incredible, too. It's for playing the tambourine around. This might be the best song they've ever come up with. There's some good ones. This might be the best one. 87, 10-6? Jeez, that's a low-scoring Pro Bowl. That's a low-scoring Pro Bowl. I guess here it takes again to the queue. We are in this overtime period. We're doing an OT stream right now. Just a little Q&A and whatnot. Like, the amount of great songs in this 20-minute episode is insane. You prefer Kitchen Goo over that one? Oh, I mean, that's a great song. I do love it. I think this one's better. What I think is staying close down, I'll assume moving everything back to Bristol. I get it. Like, there's no real reason for him to be in LA anymore. I get it. Especially with COVID showing that you can be all over the country, be remote and whatnot. And they're doing a lot of stuff remote anyways. I have no problem with it. The LA studio seemed like a waste of space. It's not like doing late night programming in LA that's live and whatnot. Right, Paul has a weird arc. They actually play defense and they stopped playing defense. Yep. Well, it used to be like a huge honor to go to the Pro Bowl. And then somewhere along the line, it changed. Only one still works is MLB. Yep. MLS also works. MLS also works. But yeah, NHL right to 4 nations. I'm right there with you. They need to, every other year it should be 4 nations. It'd be 4 nations, World Cup, 4 nations, Olympics, 4 nations, and just go back and forth between that. Yeah, the All-Star game is good. Well, because it's possible to not try in baseball. It's very hard to not try in baseball. All right, You Separate Right into My Heart. Phenomenal song. All right. They nailed that 80s sound, too. Like, this would have been a hit in the 80s. This would have been a bona fide hit in the 80s. How do we have the third overall picks from 2003 to 2012? Okay, just for the teams that drafted them. Okay, man. This is where it gets a bit wow. This is tough. The top 4, I don't know what order to put this in. I don't know what order to put this in. The top 4. I don't know what order to put this in. I have no idea what order to go in on this one. The top 4. And Joe, ready to go with coordinations? Fact on that one. Fact on that. I know who put it at 9 and 10. I know that. I wish they made this a full song. I really wish they expanded the song a little bit. Yeah, Fitz is top. Fitz is clearly top. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Well, the NFL game finished 19-5. Was that 99? Was that Giants-Bucks? Or Eagles-Bucks? It might have been Giants-Bucks. Okay. Larry Fitzgerald's number 1. I'm going to go Matt Ryan 2 because of the MVP. Joe Thomas 3. Andre Johnson 4. McCoy at 5. Darius 6. Vince Young 7. Braylon Edwards 8. Tyson Jackson 9. Trent Richardson 10. That's what I'm going with. 9 and 10 is Tyson Jackson and Trent Richardson. There's no doubt in my mind on that one. Jackson would have to be bottom 2. They have to be bottom 2. There's a clear number 5. There's a clear 1 through 4. Just pick the order. Yep, it was Buccaneers Eagles. Yep. Yeah, I knew it was a Bucs game of some kind. I did a video on that game too. That was the dumb decision where the kicker wasn't ready. They didn't have the kicker ready. There we go. Yeah, they need to make this a full song. They really need to make this a full song. OKC wins in 5. Their defense is great. I think at this point, yeah. I think at this point they will. God, that song is so good. Man, they need to make that like a full version. Alright, let me get these ChatGPTs in. Alright. You see who takes skin to the queue? Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Appreciate all the donations for this overtime stream. Yeah, that was the game for the Eagles to have the kicker right before the halftime. Yep. Might take Thomas second because he's a first ballot. Yeah, the thing with Matt Ryan's he's not making the Hall of Fame. But the thing with hang on. The thing with Matt Ryan, he won an MVP. Yeah, OKC is going to be very bad for ratings. They're praying for New York. They're praying for New York to make it. They're praying for New York to do it. Matt Ryan has the MVP. He got him to a Super Bowl. Tough position. I mean, you can't go wrong either way. You can't go wrong either way. 1973 49ers broadcasting controversy. Ooh. Let me see. Is that with their Wikipedia? Let me see if I just read it and never... Wait, broadcast a catch... I don't see anything. 73 49ers? What's the... I don't see anything. Wait, what are you looking at? Golden Steel, because I'll show you what I'm looking at. I don't see anything. Hang on. I don't see anything. This is the Wikipedia for the Niners. I'm seeing nothing here on their wiki. Plus, I got a funny video coming out about the Cowboys back in the 80s. I got a funny video coming out about that. Hopefully it comes out. It will come out tomorrow. I was going to say hopefully it comes out tonight, but it's not coming out tonight. Hopefully it comes out. It will come out tomorrow. Alright, let's see if this ChatGPT is in. ChatGPT play GeoGuess serve. Maybe at some point. When we do another GeoGuess serve, we might do that. Yeah, the hardest schedules any team had to play, yeah. Well, 71 Bills. You ever looked at the 71 Bills schedule? The first 4 games they had were against the 2 teams that made the Super Bowl the previous year, and then the Vikings, who were 12-2 the previous year, and the Dolphins, who were 10-4. The combined winning percentage their first 4 games was 77%. So their season was already over after 4 games. Oh, 73 season. Oh, okay, wait, 73 season. Well, that was... Is that about the blackout rule? Yeah, because basically that was when the blackout rule changed. Yeah, there's a lot of great broadcasting from 1973 because 10 days before the season started, Congress said, yeah, blackouts, not a thing anymore. You can black out the games if they don't sell out, but the games have to be shown in their local markets. And that was like right before the season started. So then it was just the wild, wild west for 73. There are so many crazy stories that I haven't even gotten into yet from 73 because of the blackout changes. Yeah. Because it was like, the season started like September 16th and like September 12th, they were like, yeah, blackouts are a thing. A Week 8 Bay Area controversy. Wait, did they add that because of my video? Wait, I did a video on that. Wait a second. Time out. Wait a second. Time out. I literally did a video on that. I think they added that because of my video. Because I don't think that was there before. No, I made a video on this. They added that section, I think, because of me. There's no sources, oddly enough, in that, but they literally added that because of me. Because that was definitely not there when I made the video like 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was. You know, I made a video on that one. Yeah, crazy story there. Crazy story. Yeah, something there was a Wild West for broadcasting. It was the Wild West. It was a crazy time. Yeah, this actually is no source on. Yep. I love that, but it's true. It's because they probably got it from my video. John Burr became a drug counselor for a Scientology group. Yes, he did. Also, a heck of a golfer, too. He was probably even better golfer than he was a quarterback. We're saying a lot. Name 5 of the top 10 quarterbacks with the lowest ratings in Madden 25. Oh, boy. Which Madden 25? The most recent one? Or the one that came out the 25th anniversary of Madden? There are 2 Madden 25s. Just want to make sure it's the most recent one that we're talking about. I also thought I might have done a video about it when I first came across it, but I couldn't find a specific one I searched for the channel. Yeah, I tell it the first Red Zone broadcast. Alright, 5 of the top 10 quarterbacks with the lowest rating. Probably a bunch of undrafted guys. It's probably a bunch of undrafted players. Man. I'm going to have nothing on this one. I'm going to have nothing. I'm going to go Adrian Martinez. We're going to go... I couldn't tell you because it's going to be all undrafted players. It's going to be all undrafted guys. Was Bean on there? From the Colts? Maybe. Painter. Painter could be on there. Skylar Thompson. Haven't baseball done for the year? No. Did they play today yet? They won yesterday. It's double elimination. They won yesterday. Hey, they lost today. Yeah, but they play tonight. They play tonight. So, if they lose, they're done. If they lose, they're done. But it's double elimination, so. Boyle. Oh, yeah, Tim Boyle, yeah. Beathard was bottom. Really? Beathard bottom 10? I would not have thought that. Beathard got hosed. Beathard got hosed. I have elimination game tonight, yes. I hope it's Charleston Southern. Let me put this in. NFL Festival, yes, I always do. I always put together a fantasy league, and it should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun when we get it together. You see what it takes to get into the queue? We're doing some ChatGPTs, doing some audio stuff. Everything goes at this point. Let's put the pig. Yeah, Red Sox coaching staff is definitely made some decisions that I don't agree with necessarily. Doing any game tonight? Yes, we're doing UFL. Gordy Lockbaum, do we play from Holy Cross? Got highs and votes, never played a single game. I have not. Is there any footage on him? I don't know if there's any footage on Gordy. If there's any footage on Gordy. Necessarily. If I can find a good story. If I can find a good story on him, that'll be interesting for sure. My dad went to Holy Cross, so he probably knows a bit about him too. I think that works. My dad went to Holy Cross right around the time that Gordy was there. Ooh, alright. Third over picks from back then. Alright, let me think about this one for a second. Let's get these ChatGPTs in and I'll rank those. How do you deal with it being 106 degrees outside? How am I not melting? You stay inside. You stay inside for that. Also, it's a dry heat. There's no humidity. 106 is not bad. Do you think Yankees sweep the Rockies? I do. I do. Carr, Mitchell, Shazier. Yeah, if the injury didn't happen, I think the Raiders could have won it. Well, I actually don't because Del Rio was head coach. And wait, Rob, how's it going, man? I could have swore. All right. Did he create a new account? I think he created a new account. He created a new account, I think. He definitely created a new account. All right. Back. All right. Well, not anymore. You're not. Not anymore. You're not. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let me think about the rankings. Okay, so just for the teams that drafted them. How's it going, man? Welcome to chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you here for this OT stream. Okay. Braves been mad, but I'm happy Acunia's back. Yeah, Acuna back. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. Man, this is tough. There were a lot of busts back then. A lot of busts. I know who I'm putting at 1. I know who I'm putting at 1. Yeah, Mahomes, right. Mahomes was not in the NFL. He didn't start until really the end of 2017, but 2018 was really his first. Man, this is tough. All right. Huh. It's like very few good options here. Very few good options. I have to rank the... I have to rank the rest? Okay, let's think. McNair's the best. Yeah, McNair's definitely the best. Alright, let me think about this one. Alright, we're going to go on that one. McNair's the best. Samuel's number 2. Rice number 3. Springs 4. Hurst 5. Warren 6. Harrington 7. Wadsworth 8. Schuler 9. Smith 10. Humidity 70%. It's not 70%. Humidity 6%. Where are you seeing 70? No, 70 I would die. 70 I would die. No, 70% would be... I'd be dead. You literally be dead. The feel in that would be over 160 degrees. So I don't know where you're seeing 70%. It's not 70. Maybe Florida it's 70. But if you look at humidity versus temperature, if it's 106 and it's 70% humidity... It is 160 degrees real feel outside. You are dead. So, this is not bad. This is 105 degrees, 106 with like 5% humidity. So it's under 100 really. Real feel is under 100. Thoughts on SGA winning MVP? I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it. Especially, I know it's a regular season award, but I'm at least happy that we didn't get any controversy between him and Jokic with that. Like at least he won the series. I mean, he played lights out. He played lights out. It was a 2-horse race all season long, and he made it work. All right. All right. Let's make this work. All the NBA awards have been announced at this point. So... Who won? Sixth man was Pritchard. Defensive player of the year was Mobley. All right. I feel like this is going to be like the Swinter 2.0. I wonder if this episode is going to be just Swinter 2.0. This Glacier episode. Again, the clock is going to hit 0, which means $5 or more gets you in at that point. And I should also note, remember that someone donated $50 to hear me do Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. I did post it on my Twitter feed, so if you do want to hear it, I linked it. I'm linking it right over here. How's it going, Cujo? Welcome in. We're in OT. Notice OT. What's the hottest been here? What game are we doing at UFL? We're doing UFL. St. Louis against San Antonio. Hang on. Riders has 81 games for the All-Star break. What do they need to go? What do they need to go to clinch a losing record? Okay, the Rockies are 8-42. No, PTI is still there. Wait. No, PTI is still around. You mean around the horn? You mean around the horn? PTI is still kicking. 8-42. Yep. Haas never been there. I think it's like 118. Okay, 8-42. All-Star break is... Okay, wait. Okay, let me think the All-Star game for Major League Baseball. Yeah, around the horn, yeah. I love the final debate was is LeBron the greatest athlete? It was like, really? Okay, the All-Star game this year is on... Okay, wait, hang on. So the Rockies... Give me a second. Okay, so they have 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 25. Okay, Miles, that's awesome. 31, 34, 43. They have 46 games until the All-Star break. They have 46 games to go to the All-Star break. So... 46 games. They need to go, if they go 7-39. 7-39, they clinch 81. Right down thunderstorm? Oh, a lot in the summertime. Definitely a lot in the summer. How's it going, CJ13? Appreciate you tuning in. 7-39, man. They have to play the White Sox 3 times. They have to play the Marlins 3 times. They have to play the D-backs 3 times. I think they'll... It's really the question is, can they win 2 games a week? If they win 2 games a week, they clear it with ease. I think he's creating new accounts. He's creating new accounts. Don't worry. I got him every time. I've got him every time. Don't you worry. He's creating new accounts. So I'm going to say fixture. They don't get to 81. 75, I think they get to. I get the 75. Thoughts on C-Man defending Ryan Clark of RG3? Yeah, you don't bring family into it. Now, what Ryan Clark did was awful. RG3 was Seattle line, absolutely, but you don't bring family into this. You don't bring family into anything. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So he's the guy that made a lot of racist I don't know, but it's fine. It's more than okay. Believe me, I can handle it. You are totally fine. Don't worry. No, the guy that the only guy I've ever banned because he was making like racist comments and attacking everyone in the chat. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's see. Got some ChatGPTs to do. First off, Dr. Doof and Schmz. What do you say? It was calling people monkeys. So it's like, yeah, you're done. Probably not this weekend now. I'm not really a guy that sees movies the first weekend they're in theaters. I'm debating seeing Lilo and Stitch. I'm debating seeing that. But we will, we'll see. I've heard mixed reviews on it. I've heard mixed reviews. All right, so Dr. Doof and Schmz Phineas Verb episode with Little Brown Bear, Caillou, DW, Peppa Pig, and Little Princess also. Oh, today? Oh, no, previous stream. Previous stream. All right, here we go. We are at the Whininator. Here we go. Doof and Schmz is pacing maniacally in front of the half-built machine that's powered by high-pitched whining. On his whiteboard is to take over the tri-state area with whining. You'll see, Barry the Platypus, I've realized something. You can power anything with enough concentrated negative energy. But batteries? Expensive. Solar panels? Yawn. So I created the Whininator. It harnesses Barry complaints and turns them into unstoppable power. Only problem, I ran out of complaints. I've been too well adjusted lately. Therapy, you know? That actually fits really well. Meanwhile, Phineas is wielding something in the backyard. What you doing? We're building a dimensional whiner beacon. It detects high-pitched complaints across the multiverse and opens a portal to their source. This will either revolutionize customer service or doom humanity. The portal opens. Out comes Little Brown Bear, Caillou, DW, Little Princess, and Peppa Pig. And they're already whining. It's too bright in here. I didn't agree to come here. I want to go home right now. You two are babies. Let me talk to the manager of this dimension. Where are my snacks? You expect me to wait? I'm royalty. This place is ridiculous. Why do you not have puddles? Bingo. All right, so they're going to send all of them back to their own dimensions. All right. You know, Doof and Schmz wants them all here to power the whining. So here we go. Yes, the misery is so electrifying. This is more power than I've ever had. But I don't like sitting still. I demand a throne. I'm telling Mom on you. Jungle Book's a really good one. You should see Jungle Book remake. Aladdin's also really good. Will Smith doesn't try to be Robin Williams. He just is Will Smith. It actually works really well. And actually, Aladdin actually works really well. The Whininator sparks to life, but he realizes, wait, this is too much. They're overloading it. They're whining. It's exponentially unbearable. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Meanwhile, Perry is now battling Doof during all this. He escapes, battles Doof. It sounds Irish. Oh, no, it's definitely not Irish. It's definitely not Irish accent. It's not even close. In the chaos, Little Bear bites the wire out of frustration. I ain't machines! The Whininator explodes, releasing a wave of complaint energy that makes the entire tri-state area collectively groan. But Phineas and Ferb, the portal's reopen now after the Whininator explodes, so no more issues. The kids are herded back in a Buford holding a fly swatter labeled Nope. I lasted 6 minutes. I won hazard pay. The kids vanish back to their own shows. Phineas wipes suit off his face. Well, that experiment was eye-opening. At least we proved that too much whining really is destructive. You know, Doof and Schmz is lying in the rubble after the Whininator got destroyed by Perry the Platypus and the incessant whining by the kids. Note to self, never outsource power generation to emotionally unstable cartoon children. Curse you, Perry the Platypus! And that's it. Do you think the Rockies will break the biggest run differential record of all time? Well, don't the Spiders have the record? That seems impossible to top. It was minus 723. I can't see the Rockies topping that. Minus 723 seems impossible. Clarkson's Farm? I have not seen Clarkson's Farm. Yeah, Jungle Book was great. Jungle Book was better than the original. I think Jungle Book is the only live-action one that has been better than the original. Everything else I'm taking the original over. But Jungle Book, I would take the live action over the original. It was really good. All right. Now, I made this one a little bit interesting. Caillou and Little Brown Bear, will they lose more or less than 130? I think they're going to lose more. So, I made them act like 4-year-olds. They have their vice presidents. They're both whiny. They're both bratty. They're both their usual selves. But we're going to have them debate North Korea. We're going to have them debate on North Korea relations. They somehow know a lot about USA, North Korea. They don't know anything about anything else. But they know a lot about USA, North Korea relations. They have very different opinions on how to handle North Korea. So we're going to see what happens. Keep in mind, both these guys are ineligible to be president because they are not American citizens. And they're 4 years old. They're the worst team in the history of the four major American sports. Not counting the Cleveland Spiders? I would say yes. Not counting expansion teams also. But yeah, I would say they've got a pretty good case. All right. Welcome back to the Preschool Power Politics Showdown 2025. The debate where two tantrum-prone toddlers with terrifyingly specific knowledge of U.S. North Korea policy will now go full nuclear, metaphorically. 24, that is... I mean, it's 4 a month, and that sounds about right. Being a Rockies fan is more appealing, as they're at least consistent. No, being a Rockies fan, you have no farm. There's no farm to build the Spiders were the team in 1899 who basically did a Major League Baseball team that did not know how to play baseball. Minus 723. That was Cleveland Spiders. They had no offense. They had no pitching. It's always impossible to be like that. They're getting outscored by 5 runs a game. Yeah, New Orleans no longer getting WrestleMania. Vegas getting it after how well the Vegas event ran last time. I'm not sure why New Orleans got pulled. Not sure what's going on there, but what is this? So people request money to do ChatGPT things. We're just doing a Q&A stream. So I'll show you. People donate money and they put in like random prompts to put it for ChatGPT, or you can send in audio requests and whatnot, or you can basically, you can just throw a donation to have one of these 3 games be the game we call tomorrow night. So that's what we're doing right now. That's exactly what we're doing right now. So let's see what we got in this. Laurent Bear is now shaking. Rob, this debate is dumb and stinky. I want juice right now, or I'm going to rip this podium in half. Well, Rockies move next 7 new stadium deal. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on that. Denver's a big enough market, and I'm not sure they're going to need a new stadium deal, because Coors Field is consistently one of the best ballparks in baseball. All right. I want juice right now, or I'm going to rip the podium in half. 8 o'clock UFL game. UFL, San Antonio against St. Louis. But I do know that oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to be something special. This is going to be something special. Oh, God. Can I get through this in one sitting? Oh, but if they need a new stadium deal, will they move? Whatever that is, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on that. I don't think they'll move. I don't think they'll move. All right. That's clever, JWB. That is clever. That is clever. All right, here we go. Also, make sure we had Gillette status that John Cena be ducked into the Hall of Fame. Yes. And there he is. There he is. He's back. Don't worry. We got him. We got him. All right. Yeah, no, I got him. I got him. Good try, though. Good try. All right. I want juice right now. I'm going to rip him in half. But I do know that multilateral diplomatic channels remain the only sustainable pathway to a denuclearized Korean peninsula. You can't just yell at Kim Jong-un. You have to offer incremental trust-building mechanisms while maintaining verifiable constraints to the IAEA, dummy. And also, Peppa Pig can sniff out lies. She's like a snorting lie detector. Your move, bald boy. Caillou is now just furious about this. I don't care about your dumb sniffy pig. I'll scream until North Korea surrenders. Weak little bears want to talk while real leaders like me use intelligent force projection and maximum pressure strategies. We should use carrier strike groups and preemptive cyber ops to disrupt the military command. I even coded a virus on my Leapfrog tablet. It's called Operation Spanky Missile. Waco told me if we press all buttons at once, the world gets really interesting. I believe in him. That's what means they can't comment again. Okay, question number 1. North Korea conducts another missile test. What is your immediate response? I throw a fit on the floor, then sanction their central bank. We call an emergency UN Security Council meeting. I personally eat an entire crayon while yelling about UN Resolution 2397. Then we offer phased sanctions relief if and only if they dismantle their enrichment facilities under international supervision. And I don't even nap until we get it. Caillou is now throwing Legos at the audience. You want to play nice with missile bad guys? No, I turn the sky red. You hit them back with surprise naval drills, satellite hacks, and you spam their phones with Baby Shark until they crack. You want to play sandbox politics? I dig a trench with a spoon and launch diplomatic drones. I'm a military genius. Mom said so. If you don't stop going if you lose like this for another 15 years, so they replace scores? I don't know. I don't know, because people are going mainly for the atmosphere, for the bar atmosphere. I'm just going for a night out. They're not going. A lot of people are not going for the quality anymore. There's a lot of visiting fans too who want to see the stadium. Yeah, Red Sox won differential was minus 349. That's still like half of what the Spiders said. South Korea, I've heard good things about South Korea. They just had disaster warship launches to make Kim Jong-un furious and embarrassed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we were selling. How many people I banned besides bots? Just him. Older company brand statement sports in Coors Field. I mean, technically Wrigley. Technically Wrigley Field is corporate branded or company branded. That's a good question. Is there another one? Is it the same name throughout? Yeah. Yeah, Wrigley is technically a company. Other than that, I don't think so in terms of baseball or football stadiums. Okay, are we counting Busch? I know Busch Stadium, obviously that was built in the mid 2000s, but the previous iteration of Busch. Technically Busch. You could go Busch on that. If we're counting, they kept the same name between iterations of stadium. No, I think you're right on that one, Cujo. In terms of if we're not counting Busch, I think Wrigley would be the one. Now I have ones for Phillies. I'm gonna go under on that one. Go under, but not by much. Appreciate you, Jefferson. Appreciate you, man. Always make a smile on my day, even though I don't chat much. I always watch every stream. Oh, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it, Jefferson. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Where was Aim Field? Yeah. So in that case, I think it's Coors Field. Unless we're counting Busch Stadium, going from stadium to stadium iteration. If we're not, it's I think it's Coors. I'm trying to think if there'd be any others. Yeah, ballpark's nice. The ballpark in St. Louis is really, really nice. I didn't go when Ballpark Village was a thing, so I'm excited to see when that happens. All right, question number 2. What if China intervenes on North Korea's behalf? I scream into a pillow and then call a shot. I build a coalition so big that China gets so embarrassed they leave the playground. I engage with track 2 diplomacy while Peppa Pig builds an international puppet show to win hearts and minds. Global soft power, baby. I slam my fists on the table and sanction everybody. We use economic warfare, weaponized trade routes, and I write a strongly worded email to Xi Jinping in crayon. Then Wacko distracts them with a decoy panda that explodes his animated policy briefings. Final statements. Why should America let either of you near the nuclear football? Because I care. I have a diagram. I colored in the DMZ with a marker. I understand the nuance of stability in East Asia. I may be 4, but I read George Kennan's long telegram out loud to my teddy bear every night, and he cries because it's so wise. Yeah, no, it's not Turner Fruit. Right, it's not Turner Fruit. That was after the man. I'm the alpha toddler. I'll scream peace into existence. You want results? I'll deliver in a diaper if I have to. MAD means make America dominant. I got him. I knew it was too good to be true. And I don't take naps, I take action. Peppa Pig squeals. Waco juggles rocket-shaped carrots while humming Hail to the Chief in reverse. Oh, man. I don't take naps, I take action. It was Rob. It was just Rob in a different name. It was just Rob. He literally said he said it was Rob. That's why. All right. Now, Doof and Schmz. This is the last thing in the queue. This is the last thing in the queue. Because the clock's at 0. Doof and Schmz. Can I create ice and air? How many emails? I have no clue. Probably just temporary email. It's one of those. An ice air to create another ice age. Here we go. Ferb, I know what we're going to do today. It's time to beat the heat in style. With thermodynamic snow generator and slope grafting drone system? Yep. We're making the ultimate backyard winter wonderland. 45 wins by the All-Star break. I'm going to go over on that one. I'm going to go over. The ultimate backyard winter wonderland. All right. Isabel walks into the side gate. Snow is forming at the backyard. I feel like this is going to be just Winter 2.0. But we'll see. What you doing? Building a full winter resort. We've got skiing, snowball fights, and penguin-led toboggan rides. Want to help build the Igloo Village? Anything for you, Phineas. Right, technically Family Park will be sponsored. Yeah. Yeah, that could be technically then. Meanwhile, Buford and Belgique argue over the appropriate size of snowballs. That's why it's making a very tough time. Yes, he did. I mean, it's crazy because I have, like, no memory of that. I was, like, 2 years old. Ferb ice sculpts a squan. Penguins wallow around carrying snow tubes. But now we're in Doof and Schmz's lab. Doof and Schmz, behold, Barry the Platypus, my greatest invention yet, the Glacianator. With one blast, I'll usher in a new ice age. No more sweating in polyester. No more sound in my sandals. Barry the Platypus tied to his sled with sled dogs look at his face. You see, it all started when I was a child in Gimmelstump. Every summer, we have the coolest sit contest. But the ice cream baron's son, Gustav, won every year. He had a gelato suit. I just had a lukewarm schnitzel in my pockets. They nail his upbringing, too. Perry redirects the sled dogs. Doof and Schmz doesn't notice and continues monologuing in the background about his childhood trauma, as is tradition. His rebrand when AB Company bought the team. Yeah. It's probably go court. Yeah, probably go courts then. Meanwhile, the winter resort's in full swing. Phineas operates the ski lift. Ferb is playing hockey with Buford now. We may have just revolutionized summer recreation. Technically, we're violating these 3 laws of thermodynamics. Science is cool. Some of the clouds darken. A freezing wind rushes in. Wait, that's not us. No, that's not City Walk. That's not the City Walk guy. No, City Walk is... That's not City Walk. And first Ferb, nice. That looks ominous. British accent? No. No, I'm just trying to do Doof and Schmz as best I can. Soon the entire Tri-State will be a frozen wasteland, and I'll be the coolest guy ever! Perry leaps in and kicks the glacier air panel open, bringing for the floor. Wait, what are you doing? No! If I'm music talented, what instruments I've taken up? I mean, I play piano. I definitely would have learned guitar. I definitely would have taken up guitar. Definitely done that. Epic Universe opening yesterday. I did see, I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to think of it. Not a lot of attractions so far, and the lines look very long. But the theming looks great. Alright, the device whirs, sputters, sucks in the ice cloud, imploding into a pile of crushed icicles. Meanwhile, Candace peeking out the door, he sees a giant someone by. That's it! This time I'll bust him! How's it going, Rockfix? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in toward the end of the SOT stream. She drags Lynn home from Summer-Dress Depot. The snow then begins to melt rapidly as a result of this. Penguins scramble to escape. Water floods the igloo village. Mom, look! There was a flow-bowled ski resort! With penguins and snowball fights and... That's nice, dear. Maybe you need a nap, sweetie. Ugh! Now, Doof and Schmz sits on his crushed glacianator, sipping a warm soda. Next time, I'll just invent the slightly annoying inator. Like one that makes shoelaces untie. Slowly. Like the aglet remover. Perry pats him on the back. Oh, yeah, that show was great. That show was great. Freeze frame as they share Rainbow and mutual defeat. No, he stopped them. He stopped them. Not really, it's mutual defeat. But Perry comes back in. Well, today really stumbled out of control. It's no big deal. And then roll card song, Ice Ice Maybe. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Like a remix of Ice Ice Baby. A remix of that. I know who you are. I'm not stupid. I am not stupid. Arctic with a tour? That show its lesson. Absolutely was. Which game do you want me to do, Arctic? Do you want me to do Mets Dodgers, Blue Jays Rays, or Guards Tigers? I cannot wait for the revival. I cannot wait for the revival. I really cannot wait for... I cannot wait for the revival coming up. It looks promising. We saw it last night on stream. It looks very, very promising. I'm excited. Which game do you want, Arc? And then I'll get you on the call for it. Mets Souders. I'll get you on Mets Souders. All right, so. Last call for overtime. Otherwise, we'll just do UFL later tonight in about 90 minutes. So, that's the game plan. I appreciate all you guys being here for this stream. This OT stream. Figured, why not? Get some of it before we do UFL. Again, UFL weeks 9 and 10 don't mean anything in terms of final standings. We know who the final seeds are going to be. We know, we know where the games are going to be. We know it's going to be Birmingham against Michigan for the USFL Conference Championship in Birmingham and St. Louis, D.C. in St. Louis. How will Rock announce this or somebody host? Well, it's going to be Vegas. We all know it's Vegas. I'm not even sure there's going to be an announcement necessarily. So that's the game plan. I'll see you at 8 o'clock. We'll be live for that game. We get to call some UFL and get everything set up behind me for that. Appreciate all you guys who donated. Appreciate all you guys who turned in for this overtime stream. I will see you guys in 90 minutes. We'll do some UFL. Probably not going to do overtime after that since we do overtime here. So we will see on that, though. It depends how we're feeling. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you in 90 minutes as we call the first UFL game of the week. We're doing 2 games this week for the UFL. I'll see you guys.